शंकर जी की परीक्षा, गुरु की परीक्षा। तो जब बोलने का मेरा सिर्फ आज के दिन में ये है कि मेरे को सबसे प्रेरणा का स्रोत हमारे गुरु जी है। जो हमारा गुरु जी, उनको देखता हूँ मैं, उनके जीवन को जब मैं देखती हूँ, मैं अपने बारे में कुछ नहीं जानना चाहता, कुछ नहीं बोलना चाहता। तो देखता हूँ उन्होंने किस तरह बड़ा गुरु जी के लिए पूरा जीवन समर्पित किया, सारा जीवन। ये हम लोग सोच के कल्पना भी, हम लोग उनका भावना, उनकी श्रद्धा भक्ति जो बड़े गुरु जी के लिए है, कितना लोग आया चला गया। गुरु जी ने एक ही भाव से, एक ही निरंतर, मैं बड़ा गुरु जी का, हमने हमेशा सुनता है बड़े गुरु जी का आदेश है, इसको पालन करना है। जो उनकी अनन्य श्रद्धा भक्ति, असंभव, ये करना असंभव है। कितना उतार चढ़ाव आश्रम का, जीवन का, गुरु जी का मैंने एक समान ही सब परिस्थिति में, सब भक्त लोग जानते भी है।
Union of soul, that is Jivatma, with God, that is Paramatma. How can we join ourselves with God? How can we always remain attached to God? These are the biggest questions an individual has in mind. Numerous thoughts related to materialistic world like job, family, illness, etc. comes to mind. To get rid of these thoughts, we try various ways to remain attached to God. For example, we worship idol, we chant hymn, etc. God said the only way to remain attached to me is to know the truth, because truth is Paramatma and realization of truth is the realization of Paramatma, the God. This means we speak, look, talk, eat because of the strength we get from the truthfulness of Paramatma. First, we must try to know the truth. As truth is Paramatma, so where is Paramatma? Paramatma is present within each individual in the form of Atma. What is Atma? It is the energy, the strength of our life present in the form of breath. One way to remain attached to Atma is to fix ourselves with this life energy and perform the job. But how do we remain attached to this life energy? Guruji said, when we travel by bus, we look around, eat, sleep and talk as per our wish and without any restrictions. But the bus did not stop. Similarly, in our body, Atma is independent, though it is present in the body, but it is free in nature. The moment we fixed ourselves within this life energy, we get attached with Paramatma. In order to become united with Paramatma, a person has to remain quiet and calm. For example, I am the arrow where I want to reach. I want to reach to the goal, the Paramatma. The bow is the Omkar, so I am the arrow, Omkar is the bow, and Brahm, the Paramatma, is the ultimate goal. The point is that we have to remain calm, quiet, steady, and without any kind of insanity to reach the goal. Insanity means restless of mind, body, and intellect. An insane person has no stability. At one moment he does something and next moment he does some other thing. Every moment there is change within the insane person. Some amount of insanity is present within every individual. It is present in the mind, body and intellect. It makes the individual restless and impatient. The only way to calm down as individual is to focus oneself to the life energy, to breathe. Everything has its origin from the life energy. Our mind, body and intellect originates from life energy. When we sleep, our mind, intellect and senses calm down. As a result, we are able to sleep peacefully. Similarly, when we do meditation, that is sadhana, our mind, intellect and senses get focused to breathe. Bhagwan said, Get yourself calm and focused to breathe the life energy, and this is how we can follow Dharma. Next, who performs the work? If the soul leaves the body, can we perform the work? No, we cannot perform any activity. If the soul is present, we can perform some work. Soul is the base, the foundation of all jobs we perform. It is the source of our actions. We should try to increase the strength of our soul. What is the food for soul? Food of soul is our prayer to God. For example, if we do not eat food for several days, we feel weak. Similarly, if we do not pray, we become weak, we become mentally weak. The food for soul is our prayer to God. It gives inner strength, peace, and calmness. The way we feel satiated after having food, our soul also becomes satiated after praying to God. A strengthened soul makes mind and intellect strong and increases work efficiency. On the other hand, if the soul is weak, it makes the mind and intellect weak and reduces work efficiency. We make number of mistakes while doing a job. Our intellect cannot think rationally. Our mind is always in dilemma. When we become calm and quiet, we focus ourselves to the life energy. This energy gives firmness and determination. With this firm determination, everything is possible and all our wishes are accomplished. It brings steadiness in our mind, intellect, and work capability. So, where do we actually perform the work? It is within our own self. For example, if we plan to visit some place, first we have to decide the date of journey. When we are completely determined and finalize the dates of the journey, we purchase the tickets. The moment we are firm and determined from inside, it gets manifested in our actions. Until and unless we are determined from inside, will not be able to perform the work. Our mind and intellect will always remain under doubts and dilemmas. We will make mistakes, though we may think there are some problems in the external environment. But as we are not calm and stable from inside, we make mistakes. So, what is food for the soul? It is our union with Paramatma, to stay along with Paramatma, and that is the food for the soul. When the soul is satiated, it gives energy to our mind and intellect and improves our work efficiency. What else occurs if the soul is satiated? We become free from all kinds of fear, tensions, and scarcity. We are in blissful and peaceful conditions. If we just take Paramatma's name for name's sake and continue with our daily routine activities, does it make our mind and intellect strong? No, rather it will make mind and intellect weak. Our faith and belief can never be strong while remaining in this materialistic world. When we came to ashram, Bado Guruji said, from now on, you have to take the responsibility of the ashram. Guruji said, how can we take such a huge responsibility as because we are still very young, we cannot do this. Bado Guruji said, the inner power or energy that I have given to you will help you to accomplish the job. The moment we become calm and quiet, our Atma gets united with the Paramatma. This will give immense energy to our mind and intellect. This in turn will be manifested in our work efficiency. Guruji said, even I do not have any idea what Guruji, Shankarji and Mata Parvati will make me do. Today, the kind of work I perform is based on the strength of mind and intellect. What will happen in future, no one knows. But I have been told that if I pray to God with reverence, God will provide intelligence to my intellect. Those individuals who has no respect for God, God will seize their intelligence and will develop weakness within the person. For example, if we tell a person that he has to do a 3 hours of meditation, he will find it impossible. In fact, most of the people find it impossible. But those having inborn power and capability will perform the task. No matter how hard is the task, Paramatma will provide intelligence to his intellect, whereas other people will have negative feelings and they will find it impossible to accomplish. So the question is, how we should remain united with Paramatma? We should become calm and quiet. The moment we are calm and quiet, Paramatma makes us united with him. We feel we get united with Paramatma, but it is Paramatma who makes us united with him. He is vast and enormous in nature. We are very small and tiny creature in front of him. It is always an innate nature that a bigger object attracts a smaller object. But Paramatma will only attract a person if the person is pure and simple from his mind, intellect, and senses. When a person has strong faith and firm determination, Paramatma always attracts the person towards him. Weak-minded person can never reach to God. Rather, he goes far away from him. His intellect becomes rusted. The way a magnet cannot attract a rusted piece of iron, but if we clean the rust, then it gets attracted. Similarly, if a devotee has pure and simple heart, Paramatma attracts him very easily. A skeptical person can never reach to Paramatma. If a person wants to drink clear water, he just needs to clear top layer of water to make it drinkable. But if he feels that he wants more clear water and keep on clearing the water, the impurities settled at the bottom of the water comes up and make it much dirtier. Our pure faith will easily make us reach to Paramatma, whereas those who tries to give reasons, argument and logic to understand Paramatma will never reach to Paramatma. Paramatma will always remain hazy to that person. Suppose we see a photograph from a distance, but if a curtain is placed in front of the photograph, we will not be able to see the photograph. Similarly, the illusion we have about this world will not allow us to perceive the truth. This illusion is present in our mind, intellect and senses. As a result, we are not able to see within our own self. This illusion will bring a superior feeling within us, whereas the mind will always remain in doubt about any decision. There will always be lethargy and laziness in our working ability. But when we become firm and determined about the existence of God, we work accordingly to perceive the truth. A strong determination can remove the curtain of worldly illusion, or else we can never reach to Paramatma. Paramatma is present within ourselves, but we cannot see him because our ignorance and worldly illusion does not allow to see inside. Rather, we are more interested to see, hear, eat and feel the external world. What we have inside, when mind, intellect and senses become calm, steady and stable, we can reach within ourselves. If we are without any insanity, our arrow or eye will be able to reach the goal, the Paramatma. Once we reach the goal, we become united with the Paramatma and cannot be separated from him again. So if we try to see Paramatma with logic, reasoning and knowledge and our own thought processes, we can never reach or can never understand Paramatma. He is above reasoning, knowledge and intellect. Therefore, a pure, simple-hearted person can reach to Paramatma. In the Gita, Bhagwan Sri Krishna said, a person can understand me from the knowledge I deliver to him rather from the knowledge acquired in this world. I give my knowledge to those individuals who does his job with dedication and devotion. Our mind, our intellect or any other knowledge of this world cannot help to understand Paramatma. No matter how much literate an individual, It will not make him understand Paramatma. Who can provide knowledge of our inner self? It is Mata Saraswati. She is present in Sushumna. Sushumna is present within every individual. This means this knowledge is present with each of us, and the only way we can get this knowledge is to become calm and quiet. The moment we become stable, we become united with Supreme Power.